Look out! Everyone, behind us!
Oh god, hello everybody and welcome back to more Metroid Other Ray, and we're straight into a boss fight. This is the mystery creature. He's going to try and stab us with his, with his sharp tail, and what we need to do is shoot it with a missile before he can do that to stop him. We've kind of got limited sort of amount of tries at this, because if we miss, or we're too slow, he's going to stab us and we're going to lose a fair bit of health, so you need to be quick. I find the best tactic here is to sort of aim it around his face and kind of wait for his tail to stop moving, and then quickly point at it and blast. That's my tactic. So yeah, it usually works for me. This is the, anyway, like I say, this is the mystery creature. If you've played a Metroid game before, you'll probably actually know who this is, but it's kind of obvious really. For now, we just need to wait for, I think he's going to attack once more. Uh-oh.
You okay, princess? I wanted to give you some cover earlier, but this thing takes forever to charge. I'll save the next shot for you. Not that you'll need it.
Hey! Come over here!
What's up?
Lyle's down. He looks like a pile of rags. What's gotta happen to a guy to make him look like that?
Oh boy, this section. Okay, so we're stuck in another one of these first-person sections where we need to find the thing, the trigger, to continue the story. This is probably one of the most stupid ones in the game. It took me about 20 minutes to find the right trigger the first time I did this, and I'm fairly certain I'm not the only one. So you can look at all of the team members in turn, and it'll tell you who they are, which is very nice. My kind of first instinct is to look at Lyle down here, who it was hinted at actually in the last episode who'd gone missing. But yeah, we can't really look at him. Our teammates are in the way, and it's just not having it. So no, that's Anthony. So anyway, then eventually we figure we can turn around, and it's like, oh, okay, let's try looking at the building. No, doesn't seem to be any trigger there. What else have we got? Well, there's like a wrecked vehicle here. No, that doesn't work. What am I supposed to look at? This is really stupid. There's a pile of goo down here on the floor. Let's take a look at that.
An empty shell.
Looks like that monster from earlier infiltrated Sector 3. Samus, follow it.
Alrighty then, so it looks like our little furry friend is no more. He's just an empty shell. You can probably guess what happened to him, but I'm not going to say anything just in case somebody hasn't figured it out. That section is so stupid, if you ask me, because the cutscene leading up to it spends all this time focusing on Lyle. There he is, in his, well, what's left of him, and then you're not even supposed to look at him at all. I don't know, to me that just seems kind of weird. It's like, oh my god, Lyle's dead. Don't look at him at all. Anyway, we're going off to our new area, to Sector 3, I think is what Adam said. Since our mystery friend smashed a hole in this big old wall up here, it seems to have broken down part of the hologram, and there's a door here for us to run through, so let's take a look through here.
It was clear that the Galactic Federation was developing bioweapons on the bottle ship. I wonder if Adam came here knowing that. Regardless, I knew I had to talk to the person in charge, Madeline Bergman. Of course, she would have to be alive in order for me to do that.
Samus, start by searching areas you can access with your current equipment. We'll determine weapon and equipment authorization after we get a better understanding of the situation.
Thank you, Adam, for reminding me of your stupid rules. Right, so, the exam centre just blew up. What was that about? We'll find out later. For now, we've got a new area. We're in Sector 3. This is the Pyrosphere. And it's all hot and spicy and lavery, which is actually kind of cool. It makes a change from the sort of dull greys and browns we've been seeing so far. We've got some colour. Anyway, as we go through this area, we'll be finding, apart from these spinny things, we'll be finding some more fiery-based enemies, which are kind of like variations on stuff we've seen already. This is like a puffer, but a fiery one. They generally do a bit more damage and obviously have like fire-based attacks, but they're not really too much of a problem. Anyway, looking in the background, and hello, there's a big old fiery fish. That's called Vorash. We'll be seeing more of him, don't you worry about that. Very soon, in fact. Oh, hello, that's not very good. Okay, I'm just going to try and get rid of these guys. So, anyway, for now, we're just going to keep on running to the right here. Told you we'll be seeing more of him. Alright, let's keep going before he attacks again. That's a pretty dickish move, to be honest, because if you don't sense move out of the way that, I'm fairly certain that that's a one-hit kill, and you'd kind of sent backwards a little bit. So, yeah, make sure you dodge that. Anyway, we'll just take out this fiery puffer here, and there are actually a couple of pickups in here. Only one of them we can get now, though. If we hop up where these little sort of, I guess the fireflies are kind of buzzing around, there's a little hole here for us to morph ball through, and whoops, hello, if I could, I can't jump properly. Why can't I jump? Wow, like 3 or 4 failed attempts. Anyway, follow this passage, and eventually we find ourselves an energy part. Excellent, that's, is that 3 so far? It must be 3, because we've still only got 2 energy tanks, so... Alright, and then we're going to head back out of this tunnel and go through this door into a save room. I highly recommend you save here, not that you wouldn't when you come across a save room, but the bit that's coming up is it's very easy for it to go wrong and for you to die. I would say it's probably one of the more, so far at least, it's probably the most difficult section of the game, particularly when you don't know what's coming. So, you actually have to go back out the way you came in. This is a weird save room in that it's only got one door. It's just a blank wall over there. So we're going to go this way, and down this slope, over this super missile door. There's actually a power up under there. The map is kind of telling us that it's there, but we can't get it right now. And we're going to head out here. And it's hot out here, so we're going to be losing health. If only we had some way to stop that. But for now we don't, so we're just going to have to keep going. And oh dear, Vorash is back. It's our buddy. And he's going to be chomping at us all the way along here. So you need to keep running and sense move out the way of his continued attacks. Whew. I'm pretty sure if you fail even one of these, you're going to die. So keep moving. It's very easy for this to go wrong, and it's very easy for you to accidentally jump in the lava, which will obviously take a lot of your health. So try not to do that. Oh, just made that ledge, okay. This is actually going well, sort of. I usually end up messing up a jump at some point and falling in the lava. Okay, keep going, keep going. And we made it through, okay. We're safe from Vorash. Unfortunately, we've got some fiery friends and some more cyborg Zabesians in this room, so we need to take care of these. It can be very easy to take a lot of damage on that previous section, so if you've not had a good run, you could be in trouble in this room. Fortunately, I did pretty well in there, so the only damage I really took was from the heat. So we're just going to take out these guys. Oh Jesus, it's like raining fire or something. Oh, taking damage. And now we've got some fiery bugs to welcome us as well. There's quite a lot of stuff in here.
Looks like the normal beam won't have any impact on the enemies around here. Samus, use your ice beam.
Finally, we get a new weapon. Adam has seen a little bit of sense. We get the ice beam, which kind of makes sense in a hot environment that a cold weapon would be extra effective. It gives us an overall damage boost and lets us freeze stuff, as you probably could have guessed. So yeah, now we can take out fiery enemies without too much trouble. It just freezes them solid and they pretty much just explode. We're going to take out this Zebesian first. I'm going to try to. That actually like freezes his little hands up so he can't shoot properly. And then we'll just do some extra damage there with an overblast. Okay, now we can shoot the nest that was on fire, yet somehow not just burning to pieces. That gets rid of the fire, and now we can just destroy it with missiles. Excellent. We're done. Phew, okay. So, before we leave this room, if we blow up one of these floor panels, I can't remember which one it is. Okay, they all blow up, but one of them has something underneath it. Of course, it's the last one I check. Here we go. Got one of these morph ball cannons. Let's just roll into here. Blast on up. Whoa! And we find another Accel Charge. Excellent. So that's the second one we've found. And now if I charge up, you might be able to notice from the start of the game we are charging slightly faster. It's more noticeable than it was after just picking up one anyway. So, okay, important thing to note here. Once you've got the ice beam and you leave this room, do not come back in. There is a game-breaking glitch that's in Metroid Other End that basically means, I'm not entirely sure what triggers it and how it works, but basically once you've got the ice beam, you shouldn't go backwards. Otherwise, there is a point, and it's even more annoying, is that the point that it kind of breaks is much later on in the game, where there's a door is locked that shouldn't be locked, and you just can't get through it no matter what you do. So basically, once you've got the ice beam, keep going forwards. Don't turn back. Oh, in here we have a variation on the old side hoppers. These are, well, these probably have a different name. I'm not entirely sure, but these are bigger and more intimidating, do a lot more damage. Fortunately, we can kind of freeze them in place with the ice beam, and the ice beam itself does more damage. So we're kind of equal to them. It's not too much of a problem. You can freeze them in place, and then they're perfect position for overblasting, like that. Oh, hello. Let's try and stay away from the fire. It's just pinballing me around. Okay, let's take that one out. Okay, so here's a weird thing about this room. If we look into this grate here, let's freeze this with a nice shot. And that kind of breaks it. But if we look in here... Wait, it is there. Okay, this is strange. There's a missile tank in here that you need to kind of roll into to get. I'm not doing a very good job of this. Can't get up. There we go. And we'll blow that up, that box, and we'll get that missile tank. When I was practicing this the other day, that missile tank wasn't there. I don't really know what happened. It just kind of vanished. And then when I kind of walked on a little bit and then turned around and it reappeared, which is very strange. I was kind of thinking it was going to do it again, but it didn't. So now I just sound like a ranting madman. Anyway, we need to take out these two extra side hoppers before the door will unlock. So let's just take them out with a couple of charge shots and some overblasts. Okay. And this shouldn't take too much more hits on this last one. There it is. And that will unlock the door, and we can carry on. Oh, okay. I didn't think it was going to open for a second. Okay. Now we have a kind of small elevator for us to wall jump up. There is actually... oh, hello. I'll get rid of you before you climb over the edge. There's looks like a super missile door up there, but we can't get through that yet, so we're just going to carry on along the corridor the way we were going. And see what's next, I guess. Oh, now we're going back down again. Okay. Try not to jump all the way down to the bottom here, because I think there's like a pool of lava at the very bottom or something, or at least it's very hot down there, so you'll be doing yourself some extra damage that you don't really need to take. When you get to this point, here's a switch, and that'll open this door, but only a little bit, so you kind of need to... Whoops, hang on, I'll try and do this right. Hop over and just kind of slip down so you're holding on, and then press jump to roll on in. Excellent, okay. The map is telling us that there is some kind of pickup in this area, but that is down below where we can't actually get to yet without taking a lot of damage. So, whew, navigation booth, this is the one we're aiming for, so let's save our game. Now, out here, we're going back out into the sort of volcano area, which is going to be doing damage to us, so it's a good job this save spot was here to refill all our energy. Fortunately, Vorash isn't going to be after us this time, but we do have some different enemies. These, I believe, are Magdalites, and these can be just as troublesome, really. Oh, jeez, this has been awkward. Hate it when they do this. Come on, I'm losing health. Okay, generally shoot them in the face so they get a big old ice block in their mouths, and then kind of blast them with a missile. They tend to like taking big swipes at you with their big old long arms, well, this one's fortunately didn't do that. Once you've killed that guy, you can kind of jump over him. This one appears in the background and takes massive swipes across this platform here. See if I can get past him without him doing it. That's what he likes to do. Fortunately, you can just kind of jump over it. Okay. And then we're going to climb up this. Keep going right as quickly as you can, because obviously we're still losing damage. Still losing health, sorry. If these guys hit you, they will do a lot of damage, and chances are... Ow! They just will do a lot of damage. You're going to land in the lava too, which will do even more damage. That fireball's coming for me. Okay, let's try and get rid of this guy. Now, you can only hit them with missiles when they've got ice in the mouth. That's kind of annoying. Oh crap! No, the recoil from the shot pushed me in the lava. Okay, that wasn't good. Lock onto that one, please. Okay, that's him taken out. Not got too much health left. I need to be careful here. Okay. just try and take this one out. We haven't got too much further to go, but we just need to get past this guy quickly. Is he dead? Oh, he's dead. Okay, we can just jump over his head then. Up here. And before we continue, there's a tiny little cubby hole here that we can roll on into. We can blow up this grate and we can grab another energy part. And that, I believe, is 4, which gives us another energy tank. Unfortunately, gives us just enough energy to be able to run to the end of the room. And I think there's a door here that we can run through. And we're safe. Okay, it's not hot in here, so we're good. Just need to... We're still quite low on damage, quite low on health, though, after all that, so we still need to be careful. Why didn't you dodge, Samus? Just stand there and take the hit. That's clever of you. Okay, so we've got plenty of these fiery bugs that we can freeze. I like when you freeze them and they just kind of fall to the floor and die. Let's try and take out this hive before we just run underneath it. Okay, good. Put the fire out, blast it with a few missiles. You know the drill. We'll refill our missiles as well. And let's keep on going up the path. Through another door. Okay, floor observation rooms. A couple of things in here, but our biggest threat is this guy. This is an Asborian, I think. He looks quite intimidating, but you'll see later he's actually not that bad. He's kind of like a big old snake in a robot suit. That's the closest thing I can describe him as. He's probably one of the toughest enemies we've encountered so far, though. Okay, there we go. We stunned him. And then, if we've stunned him enough, we can pull his head out, and we can just destroy him. Okay, that went a lot smoother than I was expecting. I stunned him very quickly there. Usually they're a lot more trouble than that one was. We'll see some more of those, so they'll probably screw me up later. Anyway, if we roll under these steps, there's a hidden missile tank. Quite an easy one to find, but also easy to miss. The map is also telling us that there's a second missile tank in here, but we can actually just about see it, sort of. It's kind of, well, we could sort of, the kind of health bar and the missile meter is just covering it up, but it's just up there, but we can't quite jump that high. But if we go into the next room, and walk up here, there's a tiny little hole up here that we can hop up into and roll back along, and that gets us another missile tank. So that's 2 in quick succession. Lovely. And then I'll roll back out into that room and then continue as we were. Okay, and once again, we're in a big old fiery room, and this is quite a cool view, actually. A big old volcano erupting in front of us. Unfortunately, it's spewing old lava rocks at us, so we need to make sure to avoid these. The floor kind of lights up where they're going to land just a little bit before they do, so just try and stay away from those areas and keep moving, basically. Pretty sure they do a lot of damage if they land on you, but they're also not too difficult to avoid. So as long as you've got a decent amount of health left, you should be able to get through. And we found another save room. Quite okay with there being quite a few save rooms quite close to each other, because we do need the health refills after that section. But anyway, I think that's going to be enough for now. We've made a bit of progress. We encountered another mystery creature. We said goodbye to our furry little friend. We've collected quite a few missiles and stuff. And yeah, I think that's enough for today. So next time on Metroid Other M, we're going to continue exploring Sector 3, chasing our mystery friend down, and we'll probably sweat a little bit more. So I'll see you next time, everybody. Bye bye. Woo!
You gonna do superhero landing? Wait for it! Woo! Superhero landing!
Yeah, that's really hard on your knees.
Totally impractical, they all do it.